Morning, Luca. You alright?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it, mate. Just a quick question, this is a bit random. What do you say when you see your girlfriend? Lad. Luke, I'm planning today to make a video about kind of like an update, you know, so like show people a bit of training, talk about how things are going in terms of like the cutting and the bulking and the recent illness, like talk about future plans and stuff. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks bro. Luca, one more thing. What would you like to say to everyone who's giving this video a like as we speak? Right, let's get into it. Oh my god, that was sick. Good morning and welcome to another video. And before I start, let's address the most important topic at hand here, my hair. Yes, I've had a haircut, it's happened. I just felt like the quiff wasn't really doing it for me anymore. Like, kind of like a chocolate bath, you know how like at first it feels like a really good idea and then after a while you're just having like your 7th mouthful of chocolate and you're thinking, do you know what, this is like 10% of my sweat and like dirt and stuff. It's just not as good as you think it's going to be. Now it's not to say the quiff's never going to come back, this is by no means permanent. I put a poll actually on my story on Instagram to ask you guys what you thought and the response was pretty like quiff heavy, and I do see where you're coming from. Like, I do like having hair, I think it's better, I think I look more like approachable and just nicer, but at the same time you need to understand that my hair sucks. Like, it's so thick and like wavy and curly that it's really hard to maintain any kind of hairstyle. By the way, if you're thinking, I didn't see that poll, Matt, what are you talking about? That means you're probably not following Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, then you need to have a real hard long look at yourself. I say this like every video, but my Instagram is sick, so go and follow me now at Mattdoesfitness. You will not regret it. Anyway, that is more than enough quiff talk for one video. I've hit my quiff quota for sure. Right, what I'm going to do in this video today, I thought what would be interesting is to do like a bit of an update, like a life update, because I haven't done one of these for a long time, and plus I feel like I have a lot of new people on the channel who probably have no idea who I am, so I thought it would be good just to kind of tell you like what's going on and just kind of keep you in the loop with my plans. So what I'm going to do is go about my everyday day, like do some work, do some training, get some food, and as I go I'll just explain to you like various aspects of my life and what's going on. So first things first, what's been going on recently. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be aware of this. I put a post up explaining it. I've been ill. I've been like mega ill. I mean, it's only super short term, but it freaking sucked. Like, it really sucked. So basically, today is a Tuesday. You're seeing this video presumably on the day it went up. If you are, then thanks. If you're not, then you probably haven't got notifications enabled, in which case go and do it now. Just press the little bell next to the subscribe button and you get notified every time I upload a video. Why would you not do that? I've said it before, it would kind of be like someone comes to your house and they say, right, I'm going to put £1,000 in cash on the road outside your house once a week or a couple times a week for the next few weeks, right? Would you like me to notify you when I do that? You'd be like, yes. This is exactly the same. Anyway, I'm completely digressing, sorry. Yeah, so I was ill. So today's Tuesday. Basically I went to bed on Saturday night, had like a normal day, felt fine, ate normally in the evening, nothing kind of out of the ordinary. I woke up at about 1:30 and was like horrendously sick. Like, I'm not joking. You know, like the dude in Team America where he's properly like projectile vomiting? Like, that's what I was doing, right? It was disgusting. I was like retching. I then went back to bed, like woke up about half an hour later, did exactly the same thing again. I then went on to repeat that about 4 or 5 times in total, and by the end it was the worst. You know, like when you've been sick and there's no stuff left to be sick and your body's still like it's the worst feeling in the world. Like, it friggin' sucked. And I mean, there's no like, at first I thought, you know, this is a bug, this is bad, I'm gonna be out of action for a few days, I'm gonna lose loads of weight, it will be a disaster. Fortunately it turned out to be, I guess, some kind of food poisoning, because the next day, although I felt rough, like I was able to eat food and I wasn't sick anymore, so it must have been something I ate, but I don't know what it was because I didn't eat anything weird. And for those people out there that are saying it was the donuts I ate in the previous video, firstly, if I was sick every time I ate donuts, I'd be sick like 5 times a week, and secondly, that was like 2 days beforehand, so it wouldn't make any sense. Anyway, the outcome was that even though it was really short term, I couldn't eat much the next day, plus obviously I'd lost loads of stuff when I was sick then. I ended up losing like almost 2 kilos. So basically the bulk had been going really well. I was up to like 95.8, 95.9, so basically 96 kilos. After that sickness, I was like 94 bang on. So pretty much, yeah, 2 kilo loss. So what's that, like 5 pounds or so in the space of like 24 hours. So obviously not ideal, but the plus side is that it's not going to be any like meaningful tissue. It's just going to be like liquid, you know. So since then I've been like eating and drinking, particularly drinking like as much as I can, and this morning I was back up to 95.4, so I'm pretty much where I was. Another half a kilo to make up. In the next couple of days I'll just kind of increase my food intake and it should be fine. And that leads me on nicely to my diet and more importantly my bulk. So in case you're unaware, I went on a cut. I finished my cut like, what, 2 months or so ago. At the end of it, I was down to 89.9 kilos and feeling pretty good, feeling pretty shredded. The most shredded I've been in my life, I'd say. I've now been bulking for a while, and I'm up, like I said, I was up to 96 kilos, I'm now like 95.5. The plan, in terms of like time frame, I don't really have a time frame, to be honest. I haven't really got an end point as such in sight. I basically just want to keep bulking until I'm happy that I put on a significant amount of muscle mass, but obviously I don't want to get fat. I want to stay lean. My goal is at the end of my bulk to look big, but still be able to get pictures where my abs look good. That's kind of the goal. You know, I don't want to get like fat to the point where I look terrible. And so I'm thinking like loosely, possibly around the 100 kilogram mark, potentially. But yeah, we'll just go with the flow and see what happens. Anyway, you may have noticed, if you're a weird eagle-eyed pervert, that I'm wearing A, leggings, and B, flip-flops. I'll explain the flip-flops to you when I get to the gym. The leggings mean one thing, it's leg day. I've started to incorporate off the back of those max lifts some more strength work into my training, so it should be exciting. So I'll see you at the gym. I mean, and I know what you're thinking, Matt, you're looking freaking shredded. Firstly, thanks guys. And secondly, going by my new ebook on weight loss, it's called Get Food Poisoning.
Hey, check it. Hey, check it. Put the place up. Put the place up, yeah we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face up, now I feel a little major. Blink of an eye, ego I'ma take her. Shake her, yeah she was a ball shaker. She shake me out that door to no place. Damn, why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Something like a rose when we came out there. We settled facts like Da Vinci. I'm breaking codes, I'm breaking backs. Come on, get your ass up if you're slipping. Get another smile like it was the last.
Woo, okay, squats and deadlifts done. Before I say anything, yes, I am deadlifting in bare feet. What can I say? That's why I was wearing flip-flops to maneuver around the gym. Basically, thinking is that, like, you've seen me did deadlifting in Olympic shoes recently, or since I've been in this gym, because the laminate floor, my deadlift shoes suck and I'm slipping around, whereas the ollie shoes help me grip. The problem is, obviously, there's a massive hill which is not optimal for deadlifting, so I figured I'd try and use bare feet. To be honest, they're still slipping a bit, not as bad, but what I did find is that being flat, like I would be with deadlift shoes, like proper deadlift shoes, feels a million times better. Like, that's the best my deadlift's felt in a long time. So the solution is I'm gonna go and buy some like Converse, or some kind of flat shoes that are better than the £2 ones I bought like 5 years ago deadlifting, so that will definitely help moving forward. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd quickly talk about my training program and my plans as far as training goes. So obviously I'm now bodybuilding, I'm now training for hypertrophy. However, I do want to maintain like my strength, or like at least a semblance of my strength, because I feel like it's like a niche, like something different about me compared to other bodybuilders, and my squat, deadlift and bench have always been like pretty decent for the last couple of years. So although I'm going to continue deadlifting and squatting only once a week and bench pressing like twice or 1.5 times, I'm going to focus more so on strength. Basically doing that max testing, like I said last week, it's kind of given me a bit of kind of impetus to focus on strength a bit more. So basically the plan is I'm going to be doing a little bit of a, almost like a Wendler style program, just my squat, bench and deadlift. Basically I'm going to be alternating between sets of 5, 3 and then the odd single. The kind of thinking is that whereas before I've been doing like a set number of reps each week and just trying to increase the weight, obviously you can't do that forever, you can't increase the weight every week, that's not going to be possible. Whereas if you flick your kind of rotate your rep ranges on like a 2 or 3 week rotation, that gives you 2 or 3 weeks to adapt to the new weight, and that means that you can continue increasing your weight for a long period of time. So basically it makes it more fun, it means you're beating numbers all the time and you're still getting that nice linear progression. It's just that instead of doing this, it's kind of doing that, then that, then that, then that, if that makes sense. The last significant change I'm making is that I'm going to switch from a 6-day split to a 5-day split. So I've been training 6 days a week for a long time, like probably like 4 years I guess. I've always had Sundays as a rest day since kind of started training properly, but I feel like now I'm not powerlifting, now I'm not taking it mega seriously. There's no need to be in the gym 6 days, and particularly now that all my YouTube and coaching and stuff is going really well, I don't have much time. So I feel like having Saturday and Sunday off, like to spend with Sayers and Luca, obviously bear in mind I also get a lot of my check-ins over the weekend. It'll just free up a bit more time and make things a bit less stressful, you know? So I'm basically gonna be following a push-pull legs, push-pull split throughout the week. So 2 push sessions, 2 pull sessions, and 1 leg session. And yeah, I'm excited to see how strong I can get on that 1 session a week, and obviously also how freaking huge I can get by the end of this bulk. Right, let's get this session finished.
Put the place up, yeah we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face up, now I feel a little major. Blink of an eye, ego I'ma take her. Shaker, yeah she was a ball shaker. She shake me out that door to no place. Damn, why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Sounding like a rose when we came out there. We settled facts like the Vinci. I'm breaking codes and breaking backs. Come on, get your ass up if you're slipping. Put another smile like it wasn't last Christmas. Hey.
Right, training's done. Let's go and get some food. Ta-da! And as if by magic, my sweaty gooch tail has transported me into the Sunshine Cafe, a sick local cafe around the corner from my house. And I've got the following, like an all-day breakfast kind of thing. So like fried bread, which is one of the best things in the world and probably one of the fattiest things in the world. Sausage, egg, beans, mushrooms, and then some bacon. So like I was saying earlier about trying to get my cows up, this would be pretty much bang on for that. Then I have a glass of my urine. Jokes, it's not my urine, it's someone else's. And I'm gonna eat this in about 10 seconds, but before I do that, I thought I'd conclude this kind of like life update video with like an actual life update. So like, what are me, Sayers and Luca up to, what we're doing with the channel and stuff. So first things first, like YouTube specific stuff. I've got some freaking awesome things coming up. I've got a couple of like potential collabs, well not potential, a couple of actual collabs / activities coming which aren't too far away, and I'm freaking excited to do them / show them. I'm going to keep them like under wraps until it's like near the time, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And then as far as like me, Sayers and Luca go, I feel like the channel and like us, we're kind of like renowned for traveling and going away and stuff. And I think recently we haven't been doing that like as much. I know we went skiing, but we haven't been away for like, say, like, you know, 2 weeks at a time, like a proper holiday for a while. However, it's the Easter holiday coming up soon. I think it's like 3 weeks away, like the end of March, beginning of April, I believe. Now we're definitely going away somewhere for like a proper like 2-week stint, potentially America. Like we're looking to go and stay with some friends in America, which would be friggin' awesome. Like been there before. We have friends that live like upstate New York, so like a couple of hours from New York City, and it's a friggin' amazing place. So that'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully there, if not, it'll be somewhere maybe like around Europe with Luca, but it should be a lot of fun. So I'm super excited for that. And that is pretty much that. I think that kind of covers every interesting aspect of my life. So I'm gonna leave the video there. Plus I'm freaking hungry and this meal was like calling my name. Plus I walked in here wearing like leggings and flip-flops, and I feel like that's weird enough. Like sitting here talking to a camera is probably going to push it over the edge. So I'm going to wind the video up here. So I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow.